LEGO Star Wars sets coming out in the next year. Okay, hold up. Before we dive into the insane 2026 leaks, did you know that LEGO just made a decision that could completely change how they handle exclusive figures forever? I'm talking about a $600 figure that's now going into a $10 set, and collectors are not happy about it. Alright, from that cheap $10 Mandalorian set to an awesome 643-piece Venator ship, we've got 9 new 2026 sets confirmed, plus a January wave that has 10 sets total. That's way more than usual for January. But here's the kicker. Some of these sets are so controversial that LEGO forums are going absolutely wild with debate. But first, let's talk about the amazing sets that just came out this summer. LEGO really went all out with their 2025 releases, and if you missed any of these, you are seriously missing out. So hit that like button, subscribe, and turn notifications on. By the end of this video, you'll know all about the new sets you can buy right now and what's coming out in 2026, including 2 mystery sets that could be game changers. August 2025. The month of madness. V19 Torrent Starfighter, set 75432, $60. Clone Wars fans, prepare to lose your minds. This ship brings back memories of the early Clone Wars seasons when everything felt fresh and new. The minifigures are the real stars here. Updated Clone Wars Obi-Wan with that perfect beard, yes please, and the new clone pilot helmet design is gorgeous. Honestly, why didn't they use this in the UCS gunship? But Asajj Ventress steals the show. She's been absent from LEGO for way too long, and these vibrant colors pop beautifully. Sure, some prefer the muted tones, but I love the bold choice. Now hold on to your credits, because Separatist MTT set 75435 for $150 is coming. This is where things get controversial. The build looks absolutely incredible. That Separatist blue and gray color scheme is perfection compared to the old brown version. But $150 for 976 pieces? Now that stings, especially when the 2007 version carried 16 droids and this one only holds 6. It's like LEGO is going backwards with playability. The minifigures though, mwah! Chef's kiss. Updated Ayla Secura and our first ever Clone Commander Bly in Phase 2 armor. Bly looks absolutely sick. LEGO knocked him out of the park. Now my take, wait for Amazon's inevitable 20% discount in a few months. The set deserves 100 to 120, but not 150. Now speaking of controversial, Republic Juggernaut UTAT set 75413 for $150. Now nobody saw this coming. We all expected a clone turbo tank, but LEGO surprised us with the Juggernaut instead. Here's why this matters. It's our first chance ever to get Galactic Marines in official LEGO uniform. Fans have been begging for these white and maroon troopers for years. Ki-Adi-Mundi and Commander Bakara are likely joining the party. For Clone Wars collectors, this is essential despite the high price per piece ratio. Now are you ready for something massive? UCS ATST Walker, set 75417, $200. The 2006 UCS ATST was legendary, but it used rubber bands for the head mechanism. This 2025 version should fix every issue from nearly 20 years ago. 1,513 pieces for $200 positions this as a mini UCS. Not quite full UCS price territory, but way more detailed than regular sets. The part selection should be incredibly diverse compared to that 2006 version. Playscale Jango Fett's Slave 1, set 75433, $70. Now here's the brilliant move. LEGO is giving us choices. Want the ultimate display piece? Grab the $300 UCS version. Want something for actual play? This $70 version is perfect. The value is solid. 707 pieces, 3 minifigures, including a Kaminoan, hopefully Lamassu. Compare that to 2021's Boba Fett Starship, and this easily wins. 327th Clone Battle Pack, set 75431, $40. Battle Pack pricing is getting out of hand. $40 for what used to cost $15 to $20? That's rough. But those 327th Clone Troopers look gorgeous. Finally, we're getting proper pauldron pieces instead of cloth. The yellow ATRT Walker is a nice touch, even if the overall value feels off. Buildable K2SO, set 75434, $90. Only 2 Andor sets this year feels criminal, but K2SO is the right choice for a buildable figure. This droid has such distinctive proportions. If LEGO nails the build, it'll be spectacular next to the other buildable droids. Buildable Wicket the Ewok, set 75430, $90. 1,010 pieces of pure Endor magic. Initially, rumors suggested an updated Ewok village, so this feels smaller in scope. But honestly, it's hard to hate an Ewok, especially in buildable form. The character selection for buildable figures this year is absolutely insane. LEGO's really pushing this line hard. Buildable B1 Battle Droid, set 75428, $100. This might be the most challenging buildable figure yet. Getting that distinctive B1 head shape right in LEGO form, that's engineering wizardry waiting to happen. If LEGO pulls this off, it'll look incredible next to the Droideka. The Separatist Army display potential is off the charts. September 2025, the holiday hype begins. First up, LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar 2025, set 75418. September kicks off with something special. This isn't just any Advent calendar. It's a Droidsmith's Paradise for $45. You get 263 pieces of pure holiday magic, including C-3PO and a Jawa in festive holiday outfit. But here's where it gets insane. 13 different droids. We're talking about BB-8 dressed as a snowman, a holiday medical droid, and even Babu Frick making his Advent calendar debut. The genius move here? LEGO's creating a whole Droidsmith workshop theme. You get workbenches, tool rack, even a crane for droid repairs. It's like having your own Tatooine repair shop under the Christmas tree. But wait, there's more excitement coming. October 2025, the ultimate finale, UCS Death Star, set 75419, $1,000. Sweet Sith Lightning, $1,000 for a LEGO set sounds insane. That is until you see the specs. 9,020 pieces and 38 minifigures. This breaks every LEGO Star Wars record ever. 38 minifigures. We're talking Hot Tub Stormtrooper, that classic video game callback, brand new Galen Erso, updated Director Krennic, Imperial dignitaries with new hat elements. The leaked minifigure list reads like a Star Wars character encyclopedia. Admiral Mahdi, General Tag, Colonel Yularen, characters LEGO never made before. But here's where things get controversial. LEGO's $1,000 Death Star isn't the massive sphere everyone expected. Instead, it's essentially a pancake diorama at 27.5 inches tall, 31 inches wide, but only 10.5 inches deep with a completely flat backside. A lot of the LEGO community weren't too pleased when they realized this UCS set prioritizes interior storytelling over exterior authenticity. But we are getting incredible scenes like Luke and Leia's rope swing that actually works, a functioning trash compactor, Han's chase sequence, and even Vader's meditation chamber. But you can't display this thing from multiple angles like a traditional Death Star. The exclusive minifigure dilemma. The real controversy though, Director Krennic appears exclusively on the display plaque, potentially locked behind this $1,000 paywall forever. Added Galen Erso in his green Imperial scientist uniform, plus that legendary Hot Tub Stormtrooper from the video games, and LEGO's created a collector's nightmare. If you want these exclusive figures, you're paying premium prices for what's essentially the most detailed Death Star interior ever built, but in a format that completely divides the community between innovation and tradition. We're getting 2 UCS sets, including the most expensive ever, Jango Fett's biggest year in LEGO history, the first ever Galactic Marines, updated Clone Wars favorites, buildable characters galore. This pricing is aggressive. There's no sugarcoating that. Battle packs hitting $40, mid-range sets at $150 plus with questionable piece counts. But the quality and character selection are absolutely unmatched. Clone Wars fans are eating like kings this year. Original trilogy collectors get the Death Star and AT-ST, even sequel fans get Kylo Ren's helmet. My advice, prioritize your must-haves and wait for sales on everything else. Amazon typically discounts LEGO Star Wars 15 to 20% within months of release. Before we hop into 2026, what are you most excited for the rest of 2025? Drop your wish list in the comments below. LEGO Star Wars 2026. the game changers. The cheap sets that everyone can buy, but should you? 75436 Mandalorian and Grogu speeder bike. The controversy. Only $10 for 58 pieces. This is basically a microfighter with Mando and Grogu on a speeder bike. But here's the crazy part. It has the Season 1 Mandalorian figure that was only in the $600 UCS Razor Crest. This is huge. LEGO is taking a figure that costs $600 to get and putting it in a $10 set. Some collectors will be happy, but others who bought the expensive set will probably be a little upset. This could change how LEGO does exclusive figures forever. Now, I've been following the forums, and collectors are split right down the middle. Some are saying this is great for accessibility. Finally, everyone can get that amazing Mando figure without dropping $600. But others feel betrayed, like their investment in the UCS just got devalued overnight. But here's my take. This might be LEGO testing the waters for a new approach. What if they start putting exclusive figures in cheaper sets a year or two later? It could revolutionize collecting. Set 75437, Cobb Vanth's Speeder, the unexpected return. $30 for 207 pieces. This recreates the cool Western showdown between Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane from the Book of Boba Fett. At first, nobody believed this rumor because the show was 4 years ago, but now it's confirmed. You get Cobb Vanth with his modified Boba Fett armor and a new helmet design that's absolutely gorgeous. Plus Cad Bane, whose figures usually cost a lot on eBay. It's like those dual sets we've been getting with desert terrain and speeder bikes. But wait, because there's something even crazier coming. Stick around because I'm about to reveal 2 mystery sets that could be the most exciting releases of 2026. 75449, Siege of Mandalore Battle Pack, the Clone Wars Finale. $20, 116 pieces, with a scene from Clone Wars Season 7. You get 2 Mandalorian Super Commandos and 2 332nd Clone Troopers with Ahsoka helmet markings. The Super Commandos haven't been made since 2013, so updated versions are awesome. At $20, it's cheaper than this year's $23 Night Trooper Battle Pack. Having both sides in one pack is perfect for battles. What's incredible is the attention to detail on these figures. The Super Commandos have weathering that tells the story of the siege, and the 332nd Troopers have hand-painted style Ahsoka markings that look like they were done by the clones themselves. 75448, Clone Shock Trooper Mech, the odd choice. $15 for 151 pieces continues the Star Wars mech line with the first Clone Trooper mech. The Shock Trooper choice is kind of random when the 501st or 212th would be more popular. For $15, you only get one figure and a simple mech, which isn't a great value. Honestly, this feels like LEGO playing it safe when they could have gone bold. Why not a 501st mech with Captain Rex? Or a 212th with Commander Cody? The Shock Troopers are cool, but they don't have the same fan following. The expensive collector sets that'll empty your wallet. Alright, now we're getting to the sets that are going to make your credit card cry. But trust me, they might be worth every penny. 75440, MIDI scale AT-AT, the Display Beast. $60 for 625 pieces. It's weird having both this display version and a rumored play scale AT-AT in the same year, but MIDI scale sets are great for collectors. This isn't just a smaller AT-AT, it's a completely different building experience. The MIDI scale line focuses on accuracy and display value over playability. Every panel line is represented. The proportions are movie perfect, and it's sized perfectly to go with your UCS collection without taking over your entire shelf. 75441 MIDI scale Venator, the Republic's finest. $80, 643 pieces. After the 2025 Acclamator, this gives you a cheaper option than the massive UCS Venator. Some think it's overpriced, but it'll look awesome with other MIDI scale ships. The detailing on this thing is insane. We're talking about individual turbo laser batteries, hangar bay details you can actually see, and a color scheme that perfectly matches the Clone Wars animation. Plus, it comes with a mini Republic gunship that fits in the hangar. Set 75443, Buildable Grogu. Too much of a good thing? Now this is $20 for 107 pieces, and this is the third Buildable Grogu set, which might be too many for some collectors. Look, I love Baby Yoda as much as the next person, but are we reaching Grogu saturation? This version does have new expressions and poses sizes, plus it's sized to go perfectly with the buildable Mandalorian figures. But 3 Grogus in 5 years? Now that's a lot of green. 75452, buildable BB-8, the price problem. $90 for 570 pieces remakes the set from 6 years ago, but here's the problem. The original had 1,100 pieces for $100. This new one costs about the same for half the pieces. That's not good value. This is where LEGO's pricing strategy gets questionable. Yes, the new version has better building techniques and more accurate proportions, but when you're getting half the pieces for the same price, it's hard to justify. The original BB-8 was a building marathon, and this feels like a building sprint. The mystery sets that could change everything. Okay, here's where things get really interesting. 2 sets are still completely secret for January, and the rumors around them are absolutely wild. 75421, Imperial set, $70 of pure mystery. Could be TIE variants like Advanced Striker, Reaper, or Avenger. Some think it might be an Imperial shuttle or the regular TIE fighter. The coolest rumor is an Emperor's Throne Room playset. Let me tell you why the throne room theory has me so excited. We haven't had a proper Imperial Palace set since the old days, and with this sequel trilogy behind us, LEGO might be ready to revisit the original trilogy's most iconic locations. Imagine getting an Emperor Palpatine, Royal Guards, and maybe even a meditation chamber for Vader. 75423, Rebellion set, $100 of Rebel Dreams. Might be Echo Base or the Rebel Base from Mandalorian Season 3. There were Y-Wing rumors, but $100 seems a little bit too much for a Y-Wing. Probably a bigger vehicle or ground playset. The Echo Base theory is gaining traction because we're due for a new Hoth base. The last one was years ago, and with modern building techniques, LEGO could create something incredible. Think modular sections, working blast doors, and a Tauntaun stable. What's coming later in 2026? The extended universe. But wait, we're not done yet. The January wave is just the beginning. Here's everything else that's going to make 2026 legendary. Galactic Senate Chamber, Democracy in Bricks. Rumored for early 2026 with Mas Amedda and Sly Moore figures. This could be an awesome prequel set for fans. Imagine the possibilities, multiple levels, rotating speaking platforms, and maybe even holographic projectors for displaying planet. New Playscale Razor Crest, movie makeover. Expected with yellow markings for the Mandalorian movie, this could be LEGO's way of keeping the Razor Crest relevant while tying into new media. Plus, yellow accents would make it stand out from the original silver version. Playscale AT-AT, the new generation. Based on the Mandalorian movie, described as taller and thinner, around $170 to $180 for summer 2026. This isn't just a rehash of previous AT-ATs, it's a completely new design that reflects the evolution of Imperial technology. Maul Shadowlord set, Animated Adventures. From the new animated series, at least 2 sets expected. This could be LEGO's chance to explore the criminal underworld of Star Wars, with sets featuring cantinas, criminal hideouts, and underworld vehicles. Updated Darth Vader bust. The Dark Lord returns. Similar to recent Marvel releases, the Marvel helmet line has been incredibly popular, so bringing that level of detail to Vader makes perfect sense. Imagine a buildable Vader helmet with the same quality as the Iron Man releases. Rogue One 10-year anniversary. Rebel Memories. Could bring Death Trooper helmet or Imperial landing cargo craft. 10 years since Rogue One means it's time for anniversary celebration sets. A Death Trooper helmet would be incredible, but that Imperial cargo craft could be the sleeper hit of the year. Wolfpack Legion, the long-awaited heroes. Fans have wanted this for years. Rumored for summer 2026 or early 2027, Commander Wolf and his 104th Battalion have been requested by fans for over a decade. This could finally be their moment to shine. The bad news: price reality check. Now, before you start planning your LEGO budget, I have to hit you with some tough news about pricing. Unfortunately, LEGO prices are going up 10 to 15% in the US. $20 battle packs become $23, and $40 sets jump to $45. The new 327th Battle Pack will cost $45, which is really expensive for a battle pack. This is hitting collectors hard. Battle packs used to be the affordable way to build armies, but at $45, you're looking at serious money for multiple packs. A clone army is going to cost more than ever before. These price increases will make it harder for people to buy sets especially kids and their parents. It's creating a barrier to entry that didn't exist before, and that's concerning for the hobby's future. But here's the thing, despite the price increases, the quality and detail in these sets is higher than ever. LEGO is walking a tightrope between increasing costs and maintaining value. Whether they succeed depends on how fans respond. Final thoughts, the future of LEGO Star Wars. So here's my prediction for 2026. This could be the year that defines the next decade of LEGO Star Wars. We're seeing LEGO experiment with exclusivity, pricing, and set concepts in ways they've never done before. The Mandalorian figure controversy could set a precedent for how they handle future exclusive figures. The midi-scale line could become the new standard for display sets, and these mystery sets could introduce entirely new categories we haven't seen before. The price increases are concerning, but if LEGO delivers on quality and innovation, fans might accept the higher cost. The key is making sure every set feels worth its price point. What excites me the most is the diversity of the 2026 lineup. From $10 impulse buys to $100 centerpiece sets, there's something for every type of collector. Plus, with content from the original trilogy, prequels, Clone Wars, and modern shows, LEGO is embracing the full breadth of Star Wars. So that's everything. The awesome summer 2025 sets you can buy now, and all the 2026 sets incoming. From cheap $10 sets to expensive collector pieces, there's something for everyone. But the price increases are definitely worrying, and the exclusive figure controversy could change collecting forever. But what do you think? Are you excited about the January wave? Did you get any summer sets from 2025? How do you feel about prices going up? And most importantly, what do you think those mystery sets could be? Let me know in the comments, like this video if it helped, and subscribe for more LEGO Star Wars news. And turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Seriously, with all these leaks dropping constantly, you won't want to miss a single update. Now thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you, and your bank account when these sets drop.